But it's kind of interesting because, like, on our speedos, we have both, but the outside line is always miles, and then the inside line is always K's. But
hello.
When I go over to Spain, because I'm over there quite a bit, the cars there, they just don't have miles generally. You can often set them on the newer cars, so they'll do like a digital readout, but on the dials, they never have miles. They just have the single dial. But yeah, but like by the same token, like a gallon of fuel, my car, I only know how well I'm doing on fuel economy by miles per gallon. But
miles per liter or something.
Well, no, it's kilometers per liter is the other way to do it. But flip side, you only ever buy petrol by the liter. So I only know how expensive petrol is by the liter. So yeah, we're kind of in this weird kind of halfway house.
By gum, Mecky thump black pudding. Greetings.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you're going to be two-manning it then.
Yay.
Evan's motherboard's fucked in it, I think he said.
Yeah, but you got a replacement like a week ago.
Is this why you can't connect to the internet?
Well, you know, the next day he turned his computer on and it went bloop and didn't do anything. So yeah, next he turned it off. The next day it died. Probably needs to get Hoover in there and clean the motherfucker out.
I don't know. If it's the motherboard, it's probably dodgy capacitors or something like that. Something on the power delivery.
Could be power supply. You never know.
Could be. Well, I had my GPU die the other week, so yeah, it's all good.
You can get a 4090, which is like 14 inches long and weighs like 10 pounds.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Fucking hell, they're huge. I mean, to be honest, when I got my 3070 the other week, I was like, I think I'm right on the edge of my power supply. Like a
750.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fine. I have an 850 and I have a 3080.
Yeah, I was debating it. I thought it'll probably be fine, but if I really load it up, bearing in mind as well, it's from 2014, so it's not.
Power supplies have like a 10-year warranty on them.
I know, but it's still. I still think like 4790Ks with the overclock I'm running, they're not exactly the most power efficient things in the world. So I was just like, I can see this just snowballing, and it'll be like, okay, well, now my machine just keeps on randomly shutting down.
I will say, when I got my new setup, I had an 850, and I went to an 8, and after I got my new stuff, I said, I'm just going to get a new 850, and I got a new 850.
And then, but I mean, like, if you wanted a 4090, an 850 ain't going to cut it. You want 1,000 at least.
Well, if you have a 7900X and a 4090, you're looking at 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
Like 600 watts plus like 400 watts. Yeah, you might want to get a 12. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, I could just see it snowballing, and then I thought, okay, then I'll get a new power supply, and they're all modular these days. So then I'm going to have to buy a new, then it probably won't have the connectors for my old ass motherboard, and I'll have to buy a new motherboard, new processor.
No, you're fine with the connectors. They've been ATX for 15 years.
I was just like, you know, I'm just going to get the best graphics card I can, and then fuck it, we'll do it from there.
At least you got a 3070 now, as opposed to a 3070 a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 600 quid or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Greetings, viewer.
As opposed to 1,200 last year.
And it's the TI version. It's not the normal 3070.
Nice.
But
so you can definitely run Fantasy Grounds.
Yes. I mean, to be honest, again, it's probably wasted without the rest of my system, because I doubt my old ass system can actually keep the thing fed. Like one of the things people say about the card, I've got the Zotac one, and they say, "Oh, the fans get loud when it gets really loaded up." Fans are fucking silent. Mine, it's just like I don't think my old PC stresses it that much. Might be the games I'm playing.
The game's afoot.
I bought what was the one I bought this week? Oh, Scrap Mechanic. I got this week.
Oh, I've had that. Oh my god, how long have I had that?
It's
Jesus.
quite. I I must admit, I've only played it for a few hours, and I'm I'm struggling a little bit with it. I mean, it seems cool, but it's just like you start off in survival, and it's just like, oh yeah, go here, do this, get that, and then within about 10 minutes, just like the tutorial just stops.
I've had it since. Where's my little thing here? Same.
Oh, you were in Texas, didn't you, Pantera?
Yeah.
My mate was over there yesterday. Did you see him?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he saw
Yeah,
someone
that's
called
okay.
Joe. Yeah.
I can't remember how long I've had it. It's been about
I
5
think
years?
it's been in like beta for like fucking years or something.
Oh, it's
It was cheap, so I bought it.
Do you know what
And it
game's
got-
been in beta for years?
Yeah,
Star Citizen.
and
It's still in alpha, isn't it?
It was like 14 quid, and it got recommended to me because I've been playing a load of Trailmakers
Fucking
recently.
game.
So I was like, oh fuck it. I'll give
there's
it
a few YouTubers that Trailmakers.
Yeah, I found this dude called Scrapman who seems to play a bunch of them. And
Scrapman, Con, Moonbow, that group. They've been playing a game called Zapkiss, which is like a track maker,
yeah, I'd seen a bunch of his stuff on Trailmakers, and then, but I bought Scrap Mechanic because it just through Steam, because it was just like, and I was just like, oh, everybody says this is really cool. It's dirt cheap, and it looked really cool on the trailer. And yeah, it seems. I mean, it's a very pretty game. I like how it looks. But yeah, I'm only a few hours in, so I
2016. I've had it for 6 years.
haven't even built a buggy yet.
What game
You
is
can do
this you're
all.
talking about?
The solo one, you could do all sorts of stuff. I remember playing with Metallical back when it first came out.
Well, it's got the. I don't know if the survival mode was in it at the start.
No, it was just a
I think they
creation.
can hear me.
Yeah, I'm playing survival, and it's just kind of So trying to make anything is actually quite.
You can actually do a lot with that game.
Yeah, I haven't figured it out. I've built what's it called? Like a linking tool, which I assume is kind of like linking and triggering in Lankhmar. I don't know.
You have control boards that do a certain thing. It's way, as far as the voxels, not so much, but the what you can do with it is
more
way
like,
more than Landmark.
It's more like
Gee bollocks, pardon me.
No, way more. As far as the well, you can make like a full wishbone suspension with all sorts of stuff.
So what? The other one I'm toying with building at the minute is a welding tool. Does that repair things, or
It takes two
I have a
pieces and
feeling they
slaps them
can't hear
together.
me.
So if you made two different, you could take two different parts and the weld tool puts them in together.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. No, it's just one. I'm just trying to debate what I can spend my very limited resources on, and that was one of them. I was like, oh, I haven't got that tool. But
Play the creative mode just so you have an idea what it does first.
Yeah, all right.
Greetings. What's that game you're talking about? Scrap Mechanic?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I've even got that. I might have it.
It does seem quite cool. I'm as I say, I've only played it a few hours, but it does.
So
seem
many
cool.
fucking games on Steam that I've never ever played or played for 10 seconds. God, that looks good. I'll play that later. Yeah.
CPU do you have?
Who, me?
Kylan.
What? Sorry.
You remember what CPU you have?
4790K. It's ancient.
I have a 4790K. Yeah, that's bottleneck. That's DDR3 land.
Yes. Yep. It is overclocked. I'm running it all core 4.5 gig, but yeah, it's still old ass.
I delidded my 4790K. I've gotten it up to 4.6 all core.
Okay. I mean, I'm just
at like 70 degrees.
Well, I was going to say I've got a big ass air cooler on it. It used to be water cooled, but even at 4.5, it's still I still have the fan profile on silent, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, I've got a big old. Oh shit, I can't remember what it is. It's a huge fucking cooler, way too big for it. But it was one I bought second hand, so it was dirt cheap. But it's like a massive ass air, like as big as air coolers come, kind of thing. But it's yeah, does the trick.
And air coolers are the way to go.
Well, compared to the water cooler I did have, yes.
It is Monday.
I did have turned out like it always sounded like a fucking jet engine, even from new. But I mean, it did keep it cool, but
yeah,
it was always loud. The one I had.
Definitely want to upgrade that CPU, but then you're going to have to do everything: motherboard, processor, memory.
Yep, that's that was part of the graphics card choice. It was just like I'm pretty sure this is just going to work with headroom to spare, so I'm just going to go with that one.
Anywho,
who knew? I think you've all recovered from your injuries, haven't you?
Yeah. Is my tongue so good? Is my tongue great?
Yeah. And any wounds you received are better now. You've been healed up. I would say that probably about a week has passed, since the incident with the green tongues. And all is quiet.
Yay!
And you're down your local watering hole, like you usually are, spending all your money.
The silver eel's kind of far away from the boat now, isn't it? Are we staying at the bakery?
Well, you can stay. You can't stay at the house. You can stay at the bakery or the boat.
Well, I'm staying on the boat.
Yeah.
We still haven't figured out who the fuck's trying to kill us all the time.
Nope.
Yeah. Who knows? Somebody is trying to. Maybe. Could just be bad luck.
Yeah, bad luck that our mansion burnt down and
you got poisoned.
And we were poisoned. And do you know what though? I was thinking about this. I reckon with my massive smarts, I don't reckon whoever's doing it ain't that strong. Else they just come at us.
Wait, hold on real quick. I'm just going to do this right from the get-go. Hold on. All right, who's doing it?
What's happening?
Who's doing it? Apparently, I can get how to resolve a current predicament or problem and find all the clues or evidence to find out who's doing it.
Well, I just reset all the adventure cards and I'm resetting Benny's because I forgot to do that.
Oh,
yeah.
All I'm thinking is
sometimes I'm just going to say no when you play a card, and it ruins the whole fucking story. All right.
Well, what is the solution to this?
Who's the bad guy? Yeah.
But my thinking is that if they were that strong, or they had an army, or even like a little militia, they'd come at us. But they haven't. They've burnt our house down when we weren't here. They've poisoned us sneakily when all we wanted was a pie.
A pig trough pie.
The pie did taste pretty good, but
I mean, it was pork feet pie, so
yeah, the best pie. And
hello, Bane. Sorry, dude.
They're not coming at us. They're just kind of trying to, well, not even snipe us.
Well, there's a couple things I'm thinking. Either A, they're going to do something that we know will stop, or we've pissed them off in the past.
Who knows? Who knows?
But I mean, they can't even be looking for fame and fortune. I mean, they're just like little. they're not doing it in a brash way. It's someone sneaky. I don't know.
Well, this is where you're watering at the moment.
Oh.
We're watering
the
in black
feathered
and white.
behemoth. That's the pub you're at the moment.
The feathered beat them off.
No, that's just your dirty mind again, dude. Feathered behemoth.
Behemoth.
Yeah? Behemoth, yeah.
Behemoth.
It depends on who says it, yeah. Behemoth, that's the word. That's the correct word. I just wanted to see if you knew what it was.
Did you see the guy on the left who just photobombed the picture, by the way?
Yeah,
How do you photobomb a drawing?
Who is that guy? Yeah.
Yeah, the artist was just like, shit!
I just started painting him.
Bastard. Yeah, just come in and ruin my picture. That's where you are. You're nursing your drinks and you hear fragments of conversation that might lead to promising opportunities. The pub is really quite rough. The air is smoky and you can smell rancid meat and overspiced perfume. It's pretty grim.
Yeah,
but this is where you find yourself these days.
I was going to say, seems like the type of place I'd frequent pretty much my
Yeah,
entire life.
So it smells like Thorson.
Yeah, well, yeah, we don't know where Thorson is at the moment. He's off.
Too much cologne.
He's at the basement of the house looking for the hole still.
Maybe the
Under
mages
the rubble still.
Maybe the mage is trying to teach him spells or something while they're away as well.
Oh god, can you imagine a wizard Thorson? Anyway.
Yeah, that's never gonna
I will cast you dead good.
So rumours. You pick up there is a rumour that the sage at the Lever Library has hired some high-end protection. There's been
has hired or is looking to hire.
It's called the Lever Library. It's basically
Is that just like posh bouncers?
Yeah, posh bouncers. Yeah, high-end protection.
Is has hired or is looking to hire?
Has hired. Yeah.
All right.
There's been many messenger birds have died. So the guilds are scrambling for information. Obviously, the guilds use messenger birds to communicate. And Rathij, the gem merchant, has been spending an odd amount of time with a pathetic playwright on Cheap Street.
The story of his life.
And a band of outsiders has been seen at Ganea the butcher's place, and they look like they're easy targets. Now, this last rumour, you've been staying at Ganea the butcher's place, or Thorson and Shuard has, and you've obviously visited them. So, yeah, you might be the band of outsiders.
What?
Yeah. This is the conversations you've overheard in the pub while you're sitting there drinking, nursing your wounds and.
So start that one again then. So what? They're easy targets.
Yeah. It seems like it. A band of outsiders has been seen at the butcher's place, and they look like they might be easy targets.
And were the easy targets?
They're well known within. They're well known within Lankhmar. They were with us, weren't they? Both of them when we did the.
Yeah, you've been away for a long time. People have got short memories. They're a bit like Twitch users.
I mean, have they even looked at Thorson and said that's an easy target?
Well, maybe. Who knows? But this is just what you're overhearing in the pub. Yeah.
This place never ceases to amaze me.
Anybody in particular that's like more like louder than anybody else?
So, who was it? What was it? A noble that had hired a bunch of somebody had hired a bunch of expensive.
The sage that runs the Lever Library has hired some high-end protection. A lot of the messenger birds have been dying. Rathij, the gem merchant, has been spending an odd amount of time with a playwright on Cheap Street. They say pathetic quite a lot about this playwright. And you hear you also, while you're sitting there pondering who this group of outsiders are and what they're thinking, calling you lot outsiders. Is many strange events have occurred in Lankhmar in recent days, and the sage at the level library says he has Death's ledger, as in the god of death.
Mm.
Guy with the guy with the big sickle that isn't really a sickle; it's more like a scythe.
Well, I mean, none of them sound too promising, but
We've got a gem merchant, cheap street. We've got outsiders calling us outsiders. A sage with protection that has a death ledger.
You've got in this from like it's common knowledge in Lankhmar, the new one, that you've got Death, who's the death of the whole universe, and then you've got the death of Newon, who's a minor death, only responsible for this planet.
Is it like a short one with a tiny little knife?
Well, there's a place called Shadowlands, which is where he lives. You can actually go into his domain.
I'm confused of what I need to do with all this newfound information. Gem merchant, playwright, cheap street, outsiders. Sage with protection.
The outsiders, we reckon, are good friends, but.
Oh, I thought you said the outsiders were calling us the outsiders.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but not us, because neither of us are staying there. They just think Thorson and Shawad are an easy target. I mean, we don't really need to do too much about that. They're going to find out how very wrong they are. The first idiot who goes up to them and tries to hit them.
Yeah. Even Shawad in his newfound pacifism is gonna. Oh, they're trying to kill me. Let's slaughter them. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah. Timing this.
So it's either the guy with the death's manual. So. Which death was it that he got the book of? The big death?
It'll be the death of Newon, so it won't be the universal one. It'll just be the
baby death.
It'll be the local death. One you lot have to deal with eventually when you get dead.
Well, somebody's certainly been trying to get us dead. Maybe he's a sage wouldn't necessarily come straight on ours.
Death Junior.
Do you fancy a bit of recon to do it?
You might as well have no else what to do. I'm pretty sure I don't want to die, so
I mean, it's either that or a gem merchant on Cheap Street, but
yeah, fuck it. I'll fuck with death a bit.
I don't know that we need to fuck with death. It's more the person who's got the book.
Well, why not? Fuck it.
I mean, the last two attempts have failed. Maybe he's getting a bit more desperate
now. I'm up for anything.
I mean, I know I'm ginormous, but how sneaky am I? Actually, I'm not terrible at sneaking, but I suspect nowhere near as good as you.
You're not wrong.
Especially at night time and in cities.
Floating a bit, yeah.
I'm surprisingly sneaky for a big dude, but yeah, it's still not that good.
So what are you going to do? Go and visit the level library?
I was going to put my good friend Tatui to a bit of work here, because I think he could sneak around and find out what's what. We don't need to be. We don't need to know that. We don't need to know him. Oh fucking hell! I can't even speak. We don't need him to know that we're looking at him as a potential suspect. Plus, I want to find out what the hell he's doing with the Book of Death. That doesn't sound good.
I'm going to remove Shawad from the combat tracker.
Cold strike. I'm just going to go and blow my nose. I'll probably be disappearing a bit to go and blow my nose because cold is still in action, even if I have got my voice back. But back in a minute.
I will leave it as a grid for now. Fuck it. Snap the grid off. Oh, what time of day is it? Pardon?
I have no idea.
Did you say? You have an idea?
That's a big map. Okay, hold on.
This is a big map, yes.
But it loaded quickly. That's nice.
Yeah, 50 will do. All right. Ba-da-ba-da. How did you figure out it was Monday?
Bane did.
But this is the outside of the pub that you're outside. You're outside the funky behemoth. Behemoth. Behemoth? Behemoth.
Behemoth.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Mamma mia. And so the street you're standing on is Cash Street. I wonder if I should make a note for that. Make it easier for you lot. Can you see that little green note?
Where?
On the map. Little green pin.
Yeah. Undo. Tatooine stands there as this large green pin flies out of the sky and jabs into the middle of the street.
Into the middle of the street, yeah, exactly. That'll teach you.
What the fuck is that? It says Cash Street on it. I know where the hell we're at.
I'm back. Oh. Are we looking for business? We're on the street corner.
Corner Cash and Carter.
Are we by the pub? Is that the pub that we're next to?
No, I'm moving
Bitchy
that now
Behemoth,
because you're not on
whatever
Cash Street. You're on a different street. Hang on.
Okay.
Well,
That's
damn
the
it,
pub
what's
you're
up?
outside now, yeah.
It's Carter.
That's that fella from the picture. He still stood there.
There you go. Barter Street. Yeah, that's the road you're on. Barter Street and Carter Street. That's the one you're or Carter Street.
Okay.
You're on the corner of those streets, yeah.
Barter and Carter.
Barter and Carter, yes. Amazing. Make another note. Hang on.
Well,
Plague Court.
where does this? Are we still going looking for this sage?
I think that was the plan.
Where is this thine sage?
2 seconds while I stick another note on so you've got all the roads sorted out. Hang on.
I got cash up top, I see.
Mm-hmm. There's another one above that. Plague Court. Oh, that sounds like a nice place to visit.
Yeah, it sounds pleasant.
But that's in the...
And Dim Lane. Maybe I'll find Thorson there.
That's in the tourist books.
Yes, we go to the local tourist destination, pick up flyers about the city.
Go visit Plague Court on your travels. Watch as your limbs gradually fall off and decay.
Da-da-da-da. So right, okay. So you from what you know, the Leather Library is along Barter Street to the east. About not far, about a 15-minute walk.
All right.
Okay, that way we go. To the
Walk
east.
this way. I'm going to click this way for 15 minutes.
Way. The two he ran off ahead of you.
I assume we're walking together. I tell you what, I'm not even move my token. Just assume I'm walking next to him. It's going to be easier.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da. Yes. So you see ahead of you the Leather Library, which is an old 2-story building. Differently coloured from the buildings around it, so that it stands out on the map.
What was the phrase of the guards they used again? It wasn't expensive guards. It wasn't noble guards. Was it exquisite? I can't remember.
All I remember is they had protection.
It was a funny name.
Was it a funny name? It was a high-end protection. That was it.
There we go. High end.
I'm going to share this map view, but you won't be able to see anything because the line of sight should be on.
I mean, I worked as a bouncer prior to meeting up with you lot, Tatui, but never heard of high end as a bouncer.
I mean, they can brag all they want. Doesn't mean they are.
I mean, maybe they just punch you while they're drinking wine. I don't know what it is.
I suddenly find myself compelled to walk north.
To this odd building.
Should we have had the Leather Library map pop up?
You should be able to see anything on it. Could you see anything on it?
Nope.
But we have
Should be a black map, yeah. So when I add you to it, it will be a... Yeah.
Can I snoop? Check it out.
You may snoop. You want to scout around? What do you want to do?
Scout around, yeah.
You don't need to move on the map. You can just describe what you're doing.
Are there sort of obvious any signs of guards, like in the windows or stood outside even? Or...
No, it's just the normal entrance. You can see the windows. There's an upstairs on the. You can see one slide. One is a bit taller than the others, but
are the lights on?
Oh, it's daytime, so.
Oh.
But yes, the big light in the sky is on.
Yes, the sun is on.
We've been daytime drinking? This can only end well.
Why do you think all your money ends up going? You drink all day and all night.
Did you make this house? Because the top of the house, the roof looks like two boobies.
That's just your imagination again.
You going in the corner to piss?
Yeah, Drakkard's just gone in the corner because he needed to relieve himself.
Day drinking equals alley pissing.
Yep. That's what alleys are for.
True.
I found that out in Dublin.
Otherwise, it would be a street.
What are you going to do?
Scout. Check around.
I mean, if we're in the daytime, the library would be open, wouldn't it?
I can look around still.
You can.
Well, it definitely has a backside.
What I'm going to do is unlock tokens for this map because you don't really need to be locked here unless you run off around the map, and that's just going to be annoying because I'm just going to shoot you.
I'm going to watch. I'm just going to stand here and watch the comings and goings of the library. While
yeah, the front door is.
it zooms around it like a helicopter.
The door is here. There's you know.
Oh.
There's only windows on the upper stories by the looks of it.
I'll loiter there and see who. Just watch the general comings and goings and see if there's anything suspicious or high-end bodyguards or whatever.
Wait, so all the windows are on the second story. I mean,
yeah, there's
really
no
wanna
windows on the.
sneak
There's
in?
no windows on the ground floor. There is only.
well, I'm not worried about that.
You saw when you was doing your scout around over here. You saw there's a window upstairs here from
Is
the
it open?
tower. Because it's like this bit here is ground floor. This bit here is a tower.
Does the tower have open windows or are they closed windows?
It's a closed window.
Could I open maybe? Well, it depends on what approach we're looking for. But why are we here? Are we just going to go and say, hey, I want to see a book of death?
Well, if it's daytime, I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know, libraries in Lankhmar, are they like public libraries or are they just...
Pretty much, yeah. Some libraries, I mean, the ones like this one here, the Leather Library, is a well-known bookstop, bookstore, book place, book whatever you call it, repository.
All right.
Or suppository, yeah.
We could go inside, take a look, you know.
Yeah, we could
We could still ask, you know, hey, anybody might know who could make this
just
freaking lilac potion shit?
Lilac potion shit.
What was it last week? Whenever that potion
Oh,
was.
the green potion of death, okay. Emerald green tongue, whatever it was called. Right.
Yeah. Because we can still go in there and ask about that kind of stuff. To see if anybody may know about it. Maybe they think we're onto them. Who knows?
Well, we could just go and have a look and see what's going on. I don't know.
Right.
Go and ask to see some sea charts for a voyage we're planning, something like that.
Hey, I'm trying to research sleeping potions. So, you know, maybe.
All right.
Like,
Okay.
Well, let's split up then while we look around. You go in asking for whatever you asked for. I'll go ask for...
damn it, move the map. Hold on.
You've moved maps now.
Ask for sea charts, and then we can survey the place a bit better.
So I am going in here to research what it would take to make instant sleepy potions. Like chloroform.
This the galley-like narrow room is lined with shelves containing colourfully bound leather books and strange artifacts. The crystalline globe with shimmering silver liquid swaying up one side and down the other. A black serpent-toothed worm racing inside a glass sculpture as if it's trying to escape. Framed parchment fragments with burn marks in alien letters and two small obsidian statues that turn their heads to look at you as you walk in.
The hell are you looking at? I tell the statues.
And they ignore you. Then near the back of the room, there's two bodyguards, or two guys standing in hide armor, and with heavily armed looking guys, and they're just staring at you as you come in.
I'm looking through the shell, seeing if I recognize anything.
The guy, one of the bodyguards, as you leave.
Boy,
Is this a bookshop or library or something? I can look around, right?
You can look, but you can't touch.
Did you see me touch an
Well,
asshole?
you look like he was going to touch something.
I go. Wait, where are the guards?
They start standing about here.
Oh shit! Looking at the wrong map.
All right, I do the whole. I'm not touching. I'm not touching. I'm not touching. I'm not touching.
I'm going to pretend they're not speaking to me. I came in just behind Tatsui. I'm looking up and down the shelves like I'm looking for something. I'll pretend to look thoughtful.
I'm still doing. I'm not touching. I'm not touching. I'm not touching.
What are you doing?
Waving my finger in their face, saying I'm not touching.
You hear a voice come from. It sounds like it's coming from the ceiling. And it goes, "I've been waiting for them."
Wait, what?
I will stop pretending to look thoughtful.
I pull my finger down and I'm like, I step back. What?
Right, so yeah, so hang on, let me just remove this little thing that I was blocking with her.
Emergency PSP right back.
I better turn that off, haven't I? Gone for an emergency piss. So, for some reason, the ladder didn't have two bookshelves in front of it like it's meant to have. But yeah, so there's bookshelves in front of that ladder and leads up into a trapdoor in the ceiling. From whence the voice came.
I'm still looking up at the ceiling to figure out it'll be the gargoyles. There'd be the gargoyles.
It'd be gargoyles.
Well, I was just trying to figure out how somebody who sat upstairs knew we were here.
Yeah, who knows?
It'd be the gargoyles.
Oh yeah,
The
maybe it
ones
was the
on the
gargoyles
stairs.
outside, yeah. Could have been. The invisible ones you didn't see.
That's my theory. No, what were the stone statues that followed us around as we?
Oh, the things that saw you when you walked in, yeah.
Yeah. That's the things I think it is.
Oh right, yeah, could be. They spotted you when you came in, yeah.
Much better. Okay, sorry. What am I?
Is that much better? Did you make sure you shook it afterwards? No drips?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so yeah, you can see now as you get close to approach the guards, there is a ladder goes up into the room above, which is where the voice came from.
And the guards are between us and them. You're gonna move?
No, well, the guards move out the way, and you let you up into the upper floor.
You first, big boy. Slap him on the ass.
And one of the guys follows you up as well, but the other one stays downstairs.
Oh, same map. I see.
Yep, you have to move up in that map.
So, Mr. Chair.
So there's a guy sitting in the chair, right? An old-looking guy. He goes, "I nearly sent Jaggery to fetch you personally. It took you long enough to find your way here." There's the odd person in a very large chair. His voice seems almost ancient, but his face seems like that of a young man. He's dressed in colourful robes, top of meticulously formal attire. I am Sidrillion. Sorry. I have seen your names in the ledger, but you must hurry if you want to live.
What
Is that a
ledger?
threat? And who the hell are you?
You sound like you're talking crazy.
I have Death's ledger, and your names are in it.
Huh. Well,
I don't. A death? Like Death or Death Junior. Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah,
Big
well,
Death?
it's
Baby
going to be
Death.
Death. It's just forget about its senior Death. He's not involved.
Well, you're not wrong. Somebody's certainly trying to kill us.
I mean, we've almost died like what, 12.5 times? I'm pretty sure names are in there quite a lot.
So, what is this death's ledger then? Just everybody who should die will die? I mean, everybody dies.
Okay, well, so while he's got you sitting there, he starts reciting some poetry.
Is he holding Death's Ledger?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not. He seems to be dragging out the.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over here.
I'm going to ask, where's this bodyguard guy?
He's standing between you and the and Sidrilon.
And I'm whispering to Jakar, I think the guy's crazy.
Probably. Is this guy normally like this? I'm going to ask the high-end bodyguard.
No idea. But he just started working for him.
So he doesn't normally do this mumbling poetry stuff then, yeah?
He hasn't recited any poetry to me.
Well, maybe you're not as attractive as we are.
Oi, fella, what's with the poetry? We asked you some questions.
Yeah, but he kind of like he seems to be like not delaying deliberately. Just he seems to like be drawing out the situation.
Oi, I'm talking to you. Shut up. What's going on? I'm going to intimidate him.
Go on in, do it. That worked. Right, okay. He goes, okay, calm down. I'm the one who called you here, remember? I'm trying to help you.
You did? You called us here?
Well, I was going to call you here. I left enough clues.
Why?
Because you're in Death's ledger, okay? And, I'm interested to see what Death's doing, but I also don't want to die. Or not yet.
Wait,
anyway.
Are you in the book too?
Everyone's in the book.
Okay.
So he starts talking to you. He goes, "I'll tell you about a guy called Selwinder, who is the burned man."
Go on. Certainly better than the poetry.
Hundreds of years ago, a guy called Selwinder. This all came to me in a dream, by the way. A guy called Selwinder, basically figured out how to avoid death, but death found out and went after him, and no matter what he did, he couldn't kill him. But the reason we call him, or he's called Selwinder the Burden Man, is because he was set on fire, and even though his body is completely trashed and burnt to blisters and scabs, he's still alive.
Right. And what does this have to do with us?
Well, death is after you. Maybe. Well, I don't know why death puts people in his ledger, but he does. Maybe if you give him the burned man, he won't. He will let you off for a while.
And I bet you want to be part of that deal, don't you?
No, I'm just fascinated to see what's going on.
Bullshit. Oh, what? Sorry,
you're not a bit concerned that Death might be bothered that you've got his ledger?
Well, I mean, I haven't really got Death's ledger. This all came to me in a dream. and it specified your names, and you know there was a Burning Man, so I'm thinking the two things are clued up together.
I mean, let's face it, people are always trying to kill us. Always.
Yeah, it's true.
Death's probably bored of hearing our names by now.
Yeah, but
one day someone will succeed. Hopefully, it's not today.
Or tomorrow, or the day after, you know.
So, if we're looking for this legendary, whatever his name is,
Sir Winder.
Sir Winder. Well, where would we start looking if he's been gone a few hundred years?
It's nothing to do with the burnt lady, is it? No. Sir Winder, probably outside the third door.
I'm gonna whisper to Tui. You know how that neighbour just said that the house just suddenly caught on fire?
I think he's a
burning corpse that's a few hundred years old could maybe do that.
You know, I mean, Burning Man maybe likes to burn shit.
Yep, and he did say it just suddenly started at a door and then just went whoomp.
So that would mean, whispering, that the Burning Man knows that we're next and that this dipshit is going to send us after him. So, sounds like a fucking trap.
Why would he want us dead?
I don't know.
I'm going to stop whispering. Why would the Burning Man want us dead?
The Burning Man?
Yeah. Like, you're telling us about this problem dude and us in a vision. Why would he want us dead? If our name's in Death Ledger and this guy you're telling us to go look at, that's presumably because you want him dead.
I don't want anyone dead.
You sure about that? That's normally why people call us.
I mean, what do you think's going to happen when you hand somebody over to death? It's just going to go, okay, tea party.
I'm not handing anyone over to anyone. I'm just telling you that I had a dream about Death's Ledger and your names were in it.
And
I had dreams about cheese and a goat one time.
There's in this dream of yours, this burning guy, I'm assuming is something to do with our death, is he? Well, excuse me if I'm a little bit interested on how I die. You know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, it was a dream. I mean, I have second sight sometimes and see these things, but, you know, and so I know that sometimes these visions come true, but Death is definitely out to get you. What this Cell Winder's got to do with it, I don't know.
Hang on. This place is yours, yeah?
Yes.
So what does history from your books teach us about this Cell?
That he cheated Death. And that Death couldn't kill him because he used some kind of magic ritual that protects him from anything Death threw at him. Not funny.
Does it tell us where to find them?
Does it tell us why we should want him dead? Is the other thing.
Why, who should want him dead? Who?
Huh?
Well, I mean, why should it be of concern to us that he should be dead? But yeah. Well, anyway, these books of yours, where did this guy used to hang around?
Well, he used to have his family were quite rich, and they used to have a mansion. But I think this is hundreds of years ago. Definitely somewhere in Lankhmar.
All right. Well, that's a start.
That narrows it down.
I think you're looking for the Temple of the Burned Man.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look for stuff that's labeled clue.
So, is this? I'm guessing this isn't a name that rings a bell, is it? Have we heard of this place?
Common knowledge rolls, please.
Oh, good. Oh, not bad actually.
You've got vague recollections about something like that, but you've never bothered investigating it.
So, does this place still exist? I'll ask the aged poetry idiot in the chair.
Well, I mean, it might be an old mansion that's been protected by traps and guardians, but
You ever answer a question straight?
well, I mean, it's very vague. Visions come to me, and sometimes they're not clear. Try and provide information.
If you see a vision of my foot going up your ass, does that help the vision clarity any?
No, it makes the vision clarity go away.
Huh. Well, that's a shame.
I lean over.
Please don't kick me.
Still want to see it. I've heard of this Burning Man. I heard it was a celebration in some place called Nevada.
Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
That man on fire. Anyway,
Burning Man.
Denzel Washington.
All right then. If your library doesn't contain information on this, where might? Which one might in the city?
Oh, you can go to the Lankhmar City Library. That's quite a bigger.
Well, that'll probably have the records of this family in the house and wherever it stood.
You can ask the Thieves Guild too.
Yeah.
They might
All
be
right.
interested in people trying to kill us. Maybe.
Well, I'll say we'll see you again, but I don't know why. I mean, you're not employing us.
No.
You're not employing us. You've not threatened us.
Let me know. Let me know what happens. No.
You know what? We'll let you know for a cost. Otherwise, we're not going to tell you shit.
What would you like?
Offer. What do you have to offer us?
I will give you a free vision of the future at some point.
You know, that might be worth something.
That's gonna be more poetry.
Poems? You
Hey.
want to listen to poems? I've got
No.
this song here, Ode to a Lump of Putty I found in my armpit one midsummer morning.
I freaking kicked Kyle in the shin. You dick. You know, re-envision of the future for each one of us.
Only
First.
Well, if you give me a good enough tale, then yes, I should see why not.
I'm gonna pat the high-end bodyguard on the back of the shoulder and just say, "Good luck with this one." And then I'm gonna walk out.
I want to walk out, but I'm going to turn around and say, "Hey, this guy here, this God here says he loves your poetry." Before I leave,
He looks at you with a look of glee and starts reciting poetry.
I quickly exit. He tells the guard all the poetry.
You know,
Quick exit.
as we were walking out, I'm gonna, well, not in the room, but exiting the building and going wherever we're going. Does, a lot of the gods have temples. Does death have a temple here in the sea?
Really good question, though. No, he doesn't.
Shit.
But burning people.
No one worships death. The only place there's a temple that's got no worshippers, but that's the temple of the gods of Lankhmar. But no one goes near there because it's dangerous. rather than the other gods, which are the gods in Lankhmar.
No, I was just wondering if there was, we could go and ask him what the hell this guy did. But yeah, apparently he doesn't have a temple.
You said there's a temple of the Burning Man. You just don't know where the fuck it is.
So I reckon. I don't want to go to another library. It's full of weirdos with poetry.
You don't want to go to the library?
I kind of think I have to, but I don't really want to. God damn it, we haven't even got the mages with us anymore. They could have done that. Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to go to the library. Or I'll have to go to the library. I don't know, but
okay.
What would I mean? You were saying check with the Thieves Guild, but I'm just trying to think where else.
I would like to have a yellow pages of all the guilds.
Well,
there's thousands of guilds. There's the candlestick makers and the candlestick holder makers.
Funnily enough, as you said that, I was just thinking: is there like a place that holds like it's like places back in medieval or since times that hold like the crests of the noble houses, or like records of that kind of thing. Is there anywhere
Hall of Records?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Just like all the noble families of. I mean, it might be the library. I don't know, but
well, you're right. It would be the library. It'd be on one of the Library of Lankhmar is pretty big.
Oh, we need someone smarter to come search. All right. Well, head over there.
Okay.
I'm going to be AFK for 1 minute.
I need you to make agility rolls.
Oh,
wait, what?
I can. Have I got a thing that makes me? I can use my strength roll for that, can't I think.
Well, yeah, do an agility roll. It's all right.
I thought I have a trait that
you do, but that's for athletics. But this is agility.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're walking along, the crowd kind of gets there's a crowd of people because there's always a crowd of people in Lankhmar, and get jostled about, but you manage to weave out of the way of this cart that comes along, and it misses you and hits misses you two and hits some poor guy and crushes him against the wall and kills him. An out of control cart. Yeah, you managed to dodge it. But,
I've just realised what this is, and I can't think what the film was called.
Final Destination.
Yes.
Final Destination. What's that?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. So yeah, but you dodged it. You're lucky. But then some poor other guy got killed. Yeah.
The fuck?
Who the fuck? So you're heading towards a local research point, are you? Okay.
Extra careful.
I mean, as we go, I'm going to walk under a few ladders and kick a few black cats. But anyway, I'm just AFK a minute.
Okay.
Yep. Ah.
What other clues were there in the rumours?
Foreign names, surrender, avoid death. Stages, the library, blah 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 blah. Gem merchant, playwright, Cheap Street. That guy.
I'll make you a note. Hang on. Do. There you go. Rumours from the feathered behemoth. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. There was 2 clues about the level library, weren't there? Why it was so useful. Too many. 1 clue too many.
Maybe.
Behemoth is a seriously big creature that you've never had to fight, and probably won't want to. Actually, that'd be good.
He put up a bunch of clues.
Okay.
And
should be able
the
to see
clues
it.
to me.
Does it come up on your screen?
Yep.
That's the clues from that you picked up in the feathered behemoth.
To me, if I'm looking at that, I read this as deaths collecting. It ain't just us. Strange accidents. That's like, the guy has protection. Maybe he's hiding from death too. I think.
Do you think that's what's been going on with us? We had a poison pie. We had a fire that started just after we left. I mean, I know I said it could be this fire guy, but
I'm looking at the clues, and it's like deaths collecting. That's what it looks like to me. Strange accident, extra protection. We've been screwed over a few times. Kind of dodged it. I think death's starting to get pissed off.
But I mean, when we had the pies, I'm just trying to think this through. If like our friendly death elf he didn't eat the pie. He was completely immune to that, but then now he's mentioned. If it is them.
Who talking about Shawad? Yeah, he didn't eat the pie that time.
Yeah.
What about this gem merchant?
Yeah.
I don't get the gem merchant
Let's
with
get
the
some different
playwright.
perspectives because, that guy was a bit batshit crazy.
You'll see that playwright. Pathetic playwright on Cheap Street.
Yeah, let's go see what he's up to.
Pathetic playwright on Cheap Street. Okay.
Drakard kicks another black cat out of the way.
Break a mirror.
You can, yeah, you should be able to move around the map. So drag your tokens where you want to go. I mean, don't go mental.
Hang on, what are the markers?
I don't know where to see the other ones. Barter Street.
Where is this? Where's Cheap Street?
Where's Chief Street? Is it on there?
All right, I'm just zooming out. See if I can see it.
Yeah, where is Cheap Street? Hang on.
Cheap Street is the huge street, isn't it? The one that runs down to the port. Of all the things I can remember in this campaign, it's like a main street. There's loads of stuff. There's quite a few things that have happened in the past that were on Cheap Street. I think it's, as I say, I think it's one of the main streets. But I think it runs down to the seafront. I always kind of assumed it was like an ironically named street. It was just like, it's far from cheap.
Right, there he is. So it is where I thought it was. Good. So, Cheap Street. Hang on, where is Cheap Street? Why haven't I put a label on Cheap Street? Let me put a label on Cheap Street.
Yeah, I agree with Tatui. I think we should head over there and see what's going on with this playwright.
Like, why is he even mentioned in this conversation?
There you go, Cheap Street.
We shall go there.
That's cash. Hold on.
Yes, all right. Which way you going, north or south?
I've been on Cheap Street before, right?
You have been on Cheap Street many times.
Oh, I know Cheap Street very well because of my urban living. I should know which way to go. So which way should I go?
What, based on that rumor?
Mm-hmm.
Common knowledge roll.
Well, it's going to be a gem store, isn't it? Oh, jeez.
Fucking hell. You have no clue where it is.
Ass.
Yeah, bollocks. No, okay, so you do know.
I like the way that dice roll doesn't show up in blue.
It's 22.
Didn't it show up?
No, the dice roll shows up. It just doesn't show up in blue, as in like, yeah.
Okay, so
my instincts tell me to go.
Your instincts lead you. The instincts lead you to.
GPS isn't that accurate.
So you know the playwright. You figured out that the playwright they're talking about is Ronyak. Yeah. And Ronyak lives in this building, which is a shabby looking place. To see the walls look like they're about to pop out, and
that one.
And there's a door. Yeah.
If your card knocks, will it fall over?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, what are you going to do to the door?
Knock.
You're going to just knock? Okay.
Well, yeah. It's daytime still, right?
It's still daytime. Yeah, you've only been like out a couple of hours.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, so you knock on the door and You hear a voice from the other side saying, "Who is it?"
I have some questions about someone you may know. I think their name is Death.
No, sorry, wrong house.
Pam, 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 pam.
What do you want?
Know about Death.
I don't know what you're talking about. Clear off.
Pam, 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 pam.
While he's doing this, I'm just checking out how reinforced this door looks, and just seeing what the run-up's like.
Say that again.
I give
Sorry,
him
Charlie just come in and told me that you figured out something. But yeah, go on. Carden.
Okay, I'm just checking out how strong this door looks.
Well, it's not a door that was going to stop you from doing anything.
if I pound, 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 and then step aside like that.
I'm going to walk up to the door, and I'm not going to tattoo it and just shout at it until it falls over. But I'm just going to ask, hey, my friend said open the door. Open it, or the door's going to open.
Who are you and who are you looking for?
Well, just want to ask some questions.
Of who?
Of the playwright.
The
Ronyak.
gem merchant. Rathage.
Rathage is the gem merchant. Ronyak is the playwright.
Ronyak lives here. Rathage is the gem merchant.
We haven't got the... Oh, we didn't know Ronyak was his name, but yeah, okay.
I can, I can add it on there if you want. Hang on.
So this is the playwright.
That's what I was looking for when I paused. I was just like, oh, I'm sure I've seen the name, but I thought it was the gem merchant.
There you go. I've updated it. Ronyak.
All in good faith, friend. But yeah, this door's going to open if you don't open it.
We've been hired to keep out any fans.
3, 2, 1, boom. I'm just going to put my beat through the door.
Oh, okay, that's an athletics roll for you.
Strength roll, that'll be then.
Yeah, no, your athletics is linked to your strength automatically. I've already done it.
Oh. Let's try this then. Hang on. Doesn't
I didn't see anything. Why is it?
No, that rolled D8. Not working. I shall roll a strength roll.
Hang on a second. Let me just check. Yeah, it uses strength. Yeah, your athletics is D8 because you haven't put your athletic. You haven't put your strength is D10, but your athletics is D8. So it rolled the right number. Anyway, the door.
No, it didn't. It rolled D8. So.
Yeah, but that's because your athletics is D8. It's still linked to your strength, but you haven't got a D10 athletics. You've only got a D8 athletics.
What? No, I roll my strength instead of athletics.
No. It means that your athletics is linked to your strength instead of your agility, which means that if you can now put your agility, you can't put your if you had normal athletics, you could only.
Hang on. This is wrong then because it should be a D10.
Have you advanced it at all?
My agility is a D8. My strength is a D10, and it just rolled D8.
Yeah, nice. But you haven't put your athletics up since you was rank 5.
Oh, I thought it did it.
No, it doesn't automatically do it. No, it just means it's linked. It means that there's a 1-for-1 trade-off. If you put your athletics, if you put your
hang on, what's the trait called?
Athletics.
No, you dick. The one that makes me roll strength instead of athletics.
Oh, you have
an
brutal
edge.
or some edge you've got. Yeah, I think it's brutal or brawny or something. What is it? It's not brutal. It's it might be brute. Yeah, it's brute. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That still kicked the door in. Yeah, the door's opened. It goes flying open. The geezer's standing behind it. Pulls out a club and goes, "What the fuck do you want?"
Hang on. I can also. Well, it says resist athletics test. So I guess that's resisting an athletics test with strength.
Yeah, so if someone tries to grapple you with their agility, you're just going to use your strength to go fuck off and lob them. It's like Hulk versus Loki.
Surely if it's Hulk versus Door, then I should have been using a D10 there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I suppose. But it doesn't matter. The door went flying open anyway. And the geese said, "What the fuck do you want?" And pulls out. He's got a big, heavy-looking cudgel in his hand. And there's another guy standing right behind him. Both two big-looking bruisers. Yeah.
So, Ron Jack is a big bruiser? Or...
No, the two guys that were downstairs guarding the door are.
I suppose I should be next to the building, really.
Yeah, what it means with the stats is your strength is D10. So if you put athletics up to D10, it will only cost you 1 point when you advance. If you didn't have the brute edge and you put athletics up to D10, it would cost you 2 points because your agility is only D8.
Yeah, but surely that roll, because it was effectively a strength roll, I should have been rolling D10.
I think that what you're talking about is a resist roll, not a initiation. Yeah, you're initiating the contact versus receiving it.
Yeah, but honestly, I mean...
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, but it doesn't matter. The door's gone flying, and there's two...
In that case, it should have been a D10.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean...
I'm putting my foot through a door.
So we're going to sit there and we're going to argue in front of these two people. What we're doing is Ricard and I are arguing about how strong he is in front of these two people. And they're confused as all hell.
Yeah. I better give you a map now for this place, don't I? Where are you? Where's the map?
Should have kicked harder, but no, Ricard, it's not how this works. So your foot hits the door, and that's how hard you hit your foot. It's not the door fighting back or attacking you. Just staring at us like we have no idea what we're talking about.
I'm going to hit Tatooine with the remains of the door. No.
I'm going to dodge these door pieces.
Make sure I've got all that on. Yes, I have. Right. Boom. 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 There you go. Why did that go there? You have now a little map. You can see the two guys. Oh, and Tatooine gets to go first.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to kill them, but they've pulled out these big metal cudgels.
I just be like, I'm just here to talk to Ron Jack about some stories that involve us. That's all I'm here for.
And what is that supposed to be?
I'm just on hold. You know what?
You're going on hold, eh?
All right, fellas, you got some metal sticks. That's cute. And I mean, Drakkard reaches behind his back and pulls out the greatsword and then just goes to walk between them.
I'm just going to do that whole, ooh, you done pissed him off.
Are you going to intimidate him or try and intimidate him?
I am...
We're just going to stand between them.
Yeah, stand between them, hold in, and just put it out, and then just dig the point into the sword into the floor. And right, lads, your move. Think about it. We just want to talk. That's all it is. Nice sticks, by the way.
Nice sticks. Right, so you go and hold then, just waiting.
Yep. I'm waiting to activate the spin cycle. It's basically what I'm doing. Still got my hand on the hilt of the sword.
Right, this servant, the one that's standing behind you with the club, says he shouts up the stairs. He goes, "There's two guys down here. They look like they're trouble. Just let you know that's what you wanted us to do." And then he tries to swing at you with a club, Drakkard.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Oh. And he rolled a 1. Let me see if he fumbled.
I'm not even going to move. I'm just going to wait till the club whacks
Yeah,
me.
he
up
completely
the back.
misses. And then his mate, let's see what his mate does. Hang on.
I'm just going to turn slowly to his mate and just raise an eyebrow over my non-eye patch.
And he backs away and goes, "Listen, you don't look like we want any trouble with you. Just don't kill them, please. They're upstairs."
They? Oh. Fair.
Told you, fellas, we're just here to talk.
Your move. They've finished their move, so it's your go. What are you going to do?
I'm just going to hoik my sword out the floorboards and put it back in the sheath behind my back. Somehow. I never quite know how that works.
I don't think it does work. I think that's the worst place you could put a sword. You put it in your back and go, "Oh shit, I just stuck it in my arse."
Well, no, it's more just you just couldn't physically reach to do it.
Yeah. I reckon having it around your waist is a better place. Yeah.
For a great sword?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you are quite tall, so a great sword in your hands looks like a long
We could just
sword.
have like Piggy run around following him, holding it.
Piggy's maintaining the ship. You could do that. You could have minions following you around. Use my sword holder.
Maintaining this ship. He's maintaining those 3 girls he met on the boat.
No, they're back now. They've gone back with their husband.
All right.
Happily, they're all pregnant now.
Oh wow. There's going to be
Their husband's going to get a shock.
there's going to be piglets now. We've got Piggy and piglets.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's.
So what are you doing to Tui?
Yep. I'm just gonna,
You're going to come in and shut the door behind you? The door's not broken off its hinges, but yeah.
I shut the door. Fine, I'll shut the door.
Good manners.
Okay, so we'll just end the combat, I think. Yeah, the other guy saw that he missed you completely and thinks, "Okay, I won't bother." And yeah, don't cause any trouble up there, please. Just go and talk to him.
Hey, you lads owe me a beer next time. We meet in the pub.
Here's a description of the room. The door reveals a shabby living quarters with a conspicuously ornate chest lining the walls. To your right, to the left, the brickwork and metal grill appear to hold an unused wooden stove. A plain bed fills the space at the end of the room behind wooden support posts. Yeah.
I am eyeballing the chest, but I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe later.
Maybe later. Right, you're going upstairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so when you come upstairs, you've got wide arched windows that fill the walls of this small upper room. 3 tables hold glass-walled flower beds. The flowers look to be floating in the water. Tall ceramic cylinders stand between each window. The 2 guys are there's 2 guys standing there. Fat-looking merchant and a skinny-looking playwright. Merchants always look fat, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, so you got a short, stout man with a frilled collar and a comically puffed sleeves peers at one of the floating flowers, while a thin man with brown and tan
There they
robes
were.
nods and taps on the glass. But they see you coming.
Where are they standing?
They are standing over here.
By the little atrium thing, little glass, whatever.
Well, who are you? What do you want? We don't want any trouble. Dice colours have reset, haven't they?
So if you don't want any trouble, then I guess you're just going to answer the questions.
What questions are you talking about now?
So there's lots of rumors going around about, death and ledges. Somehow, y'all are involved.
What? What are you talking about?
I mean, I did say what I said, right, Card? I mean, I wasn't like stuttering.
Yeah, I don't know
was
what you're talking about. Death's Ledgers? What? I'm here with my friend Ronyak talking about, making a play.
About what?
About the vagabond's scandalous mistress.
Oh, do tell. I'm gonna plop down, cross-legged, on the ground, and say, I want to know about this story.
Well, it's not been released yet. I can't tell you the story, but basically it's about a vagabond whose wife is more of a vagabond than he is. Or his mistress is more of a vagabond than he is.
I'm going to lean against the wall so I can keep an eye out on the staircase in case the thugs get an idea of bravery. And but also look around the room and see what's in it. See if there's anything that stands out as unusual for its decor.
Well, or the glass flower pot bed things are quite interesting. The flowers are lotus flowers.
Uh-huh.
They sound expensive, are they?
You might have a green thumb, but they might get a green tongue.
No, lotus. Yeah, okay. I suppose what would it be? Common knowledge. Make common knowledge rolls if you know what a lotus flower does. Holy fuck!
Oh my god, are you at it again?
Right, so Tatui in his illicit ways knows that lotus flowers are basically used for drugs. It's like a drug, it makes you high. Yeah. And they grow in a climate which is not Lankhmar, but they seem to be growing quite well in here. There's the big windows letting in as much light as possible when he's got a and cylinders keeping the lighting going. It's quite a good setup for growing plants. So lotus plants are kind of
So what you gonna do with all this happiness?
I use it to inspire me for writing.
Mm-hmm.
Says Ronyak. Sometimes they give me very good visions.
What kind of visions?
Well, ideas for stories.
Anything that has to do with I don't know. Let's say death.
Well, death comes up quite a lot, doesn't he? Because he's always going around killing people.
Anything weird? Maybe like some odd accidents, strange things, people dying in weird ways.
Well, everyone dies in a weird way in a play, don't they? Otherwise, it'd be boring. And he
What
died
about this?
while lying in bed. I mean, what's that? That's not a very good ending, is it?
Oh,
What about this story you two boys are working on?
What about it?
Well, is there anything weird death-wise in that thing? Or
Well, hang on a minute. I'll get you my papers. And Roniak sort of skips down the stairs. A couple of minutes later, comes up and goes, "Here, read this," and he gives you a big sheaf of paper. There's have a read.
you can just
Is-
give me the summary?
anything in there about, like, I don't know, like one or two guys being hit by a cart?
I'll flick through. Where am I looking in the play? When does somebody die in the play? How many pages in? I'm asking.
Well,
Right.
there's quite a few places where people die. If you want to have a read, all we got all day. I mean, do you want some?
No,
Want
just
something
give
to
me
drink?
the page numbers.
You wrote this
don't
through
page numbers.
the scroll. It's like one giant page.
I gotta read all this.
I know it's tough, big guy, but
Well,
I
I've got
know
some
you can
wine.
do
If
it.
you want some while you're reading, you can both go reading together.
I mean, that would help, but probably not wise based on what's going around.
One of them goes over to the bit by the window and pulls out a bottle of wine and pulls out 4 cups and goes, "Here," and they all start drinking. And you have a read through this the vagabond scandalous mistress.
All right.
I'm gonna hold it, but never sip it. I'm never gonna freaking touch it.
I'm gonna
Already.
squint at it with my one eye, and
You find that if you lift up your eye patch, the eye that's been covered is actually better for reading.
Okay, so many hours later.
I mean, it's going to take a while to read through that, but
Many hours
Ricard is surprisingly good at reading, actually.
that's page 1 done. Page 2,
Yeah, page 2.
578.
By the time you get to page 705, so maybe a couple of hours pass. Drakkard's a bit drunk. The other 2 guys are a bit drunk. Tatui hasn't touched anything. And there's references to...
Oh my god, with the maid! I couldn't believe it. I never saw that one coming.
Yeah, if you pick up if you picked up your iPads, you might have saw it coming.
Hey, she has feelings. She was trying to be a real woman.
So as you were reading through it, you find out there's a part about the Overlord Glipkirio that says that a sage brings the burned man to him, and the sage replies, "He is protected by magics that can only be done by their maker."
Oh, I'm gonna. As soon as I read this, I'm gonna stand up from the sofa I'm probably comatose in at the moment, and walk over to them. Where this here? Where did this come from? I don't know. We'll sort of show it like too quick for any of them to read because.
Which bit are you talking about, Drakkard?
This here, and then just like slam it on the table and point at it. So I'm backing Tatui over so he can read it.
So yeah,
Oh,
Roniak has
hey.
a quick glance and he goes, "Well, that is I heard stories of the burned man who could not die when I was a child in Lankhmar."
I want to hear a whole lot more about what you know. All these stories. Where, when, how?
Well,
Who?
like when you're a child and you hear stories from maids and people and rumours and all that stuff, and they tell you not to be a naughty boy because the burned man's going to get you. Yeah. That kind of stuff. Don't if you don't go to bed, the Sandman's going to if you don't remember to put the fire out at night, the burned man's going to get you.
You two don't mind me asking, and it's only because, honestly, we've been experiencing similar things. You guys don't necessarily seem, plants aside, like you need security, but you two had any near-death experiences recently?
Well,
Since
no, not
talking
really.
to-
Apart from Roniak's fans, they just keep crowding in here, disturbing him while he's trying to work. Which is why we got the two guys downstairs for.
and is that normal?
Which we might have to get replacements for, since you seem to just walk straight past them.
Well, no, there was a bit of kicking the door in, and
Well,
They were kind of shit.
Right.
I'm sorry.
there was a very big sword.
yeah. Well, you do look like you're maybe not
Anyway.
the regular people they deal with, but yeah, we just have to. We're trying to work, and you got all these fans coming up here going, "Oh, Roniak, I love you," and all this crazy crap that they do. So,
Is that normal?
well, it is for him because he works, because Roniak is always writing plays for the bit famous people. He's quite a famous playwright.
Is that really normal? Because I've lived there a good number of years. I've never heard you.
You go to the theatre often?
Well, no, but still, I thought I maybe hear you. You know,
Well-
people talk.
Well, I can't say to what you might have heard, but I know that he's always getting people throwing themselves at him in the streets and trying to.
But when you're writing,
Yeah, exactly. When I'm trying to write, they get hassled by these people.
Or you're smoking a whole lot of this crap, and it's just all in your brain.
Well, that could be it too.
well,
Have you seen any visions with this burning dude? Just smoking
No,
his
I've
shit?
not seen anything about the Burning Man. I just sometimes smoke a bit and
before I sit down for another 14 hours and read the rest of this script, is there any more mentions of this Burning Man in here?
no, that's just a reference to something that happened with Glipkerio. Glipkerio is the overlord of Lankhmar.
Right.
I think
And
you've
what
had a
did he
run
have
in
to
with him years ago, but
What did he have to do with the Burning Man?
well, yeah, just from what you're reading in the script, it says, or in the play, it says that he asked a sage to bring the Burning Man to him, and the sage replied that he couldn't, basically, because he's protected by magics.
Did this sage have a name?
No, he's just called the sage in the play. Yeah, I
So-
made him up. There's not anyone in particular. No one talks to him. No one refers to him other than the sage. That's all he gets called.
Hang on.
Could
He's a
be at
bit
a leather
dark.
library.
Just so is the ruler of Lankhmar referred to in this play the same as current?
Yes.
Oh, great.
We talked to a sage a bit ago.
Who was, funny bit, really also trying to find the Burning Man.
All right.
Hmm.
I think we need a few more pieces of this. I think we carry on looking. I think maybe we look for the messenger birds.
Yep.
Let's find the local pigeon society. Yes.
Looking for the local pigeon society. Okay.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your. Oh no, I've drunk it all.
I have plenty more of that here. Do you want some more for the road?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, no.
I push him down the stairs. I push him gently. Don't fall down the stairs. Don't fall.
And then as I walk past the guards downstairs, and we pigeons. We're looking for pigeons now. And then walk out the front door.
Okay, yeah. What the fuck is he on? Yeah. Pigeons, no less. All right.
Looking for pigeons with one eye.
You're looking for the aviary, I suppose, which is where you know where that is, Tatui, especially with that roll you made earlier. It's on Dim Lane.
Can't keep just going around threatening everyone. We've just got to talk to people.
No, threatening's working.
It might be the wine talking.
Good bit of wine.
All right.
The aviary is here. This grey-looking building.
The roof's covered in bird shit.
It really is covered in bird shit. Yeah, it's a stone attached building with a tall tower and lots of holes in it where pigeons and such come in and out. Hang on, I'll just stick you on the map. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Okay, that's not what. Oh, hang on, because I'm not dragging on the right map. Dragging on the link to the map, not the map. Boom, boom. Da, 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 da. Welcome to the aviary.
Yay, ovaries.
No, aviary, not ovary. You silly Billy. And there's a door in front of you. Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
The door is... No one answers.
I open it. Unless it's locked. But I was able to just open it.
Yeah, I didn't lock it.
All right. Lock it.
Okay, so... Drag you in here. A scene unfolds before you, right? You hear someone shout, "He lives!" There's someone standing at the top of the stairs, and there's a gruff, jewel-eyed man and a young girl standing in front of you, the two. And he says, "You're hired protection. Stay outside and make sure we don't get snuck up on by no thieves."
Pointing at us?
Yep.
You know, for being high protection, I haven't seen any money.
What? Who are you? Oh, hang on. He looks at you with his good eye. You can see one of his eyes is like a gemstone. Oh, what do you two want?
We're
And
here
then
to
at the
talk
top of
about...
the stairs, there's a guy up at the top of the stairs, and he's got an unconscious person with him, and he's kind of dragging him down the stairs. Or dragging him. Yeah, he's dragging him around.
What does the unconscious person look like?
He looks like a man.
A man? Is he like a shabby man, a noble man, a guard man, or
He just looks, he looks like a guy dressed in the kind of robes that someone who looks after birds would wear. Well, you know, covered in bird shit.
we need to talk to him.
He's unconscious.
what happened?
The little girl who's standing next to the big guy with one eye says, "My dad, he fell down. Oh, he fell down the stairs, and he's unconscious. We called in this man to try and heal us. Try and heal him."
So glass-eyed or gem-eyed person's the healer.
No, the Gemini person is like you recognise him. He's like a low-level enforcer in the Thieves Guild.
So is he the guy who's like dragging the Avery guy?
No, the guy dragging the Avery guy is he's dressed in healing robes, but he's Let's get him to a bed, and then I can try and heal him. And he drags him down into this chamber down. There's a bedroom down here.
I see that.
And he's banging him as he's dragging him. He's banging him on the stairs, and he's like, bruising him and all kinds of stuff. He goes, maybe these bumps and bruises will wake him up.
Nah, your card.
Yeah,
I'm Hidgemus the healer. I can heal him.
I am literally gonna stop him in his tracks I'm gonna run up and just stop him dead on the stairs. You want to step aside, friend? I don't think you're being too
What do you know about healing?
Well, what
I'm going to bloodlet him. That'll wake him up.
What I know about healing, friend, is you're going to need a lot of it in a minute if you move him another inch. Because bouncing his head off the stairs, last time I checked, it was something I did to people I don't like.
So Hidgemus looks at the guy with one eye and says, "You gonna let him talk to me that way?" And Mongrel looks, who's the guy with one eye? He said, his name's Mongrel. He says, goes, well, actually, it makes sense. You do seem to be hurting him rather than healing him. So I'm going to let him carry him down the stairs. Might be a better way of getting him to a bed than banging his head every 2 steps. Supposed to be looking after him, not hurting him. So Hidgemus steps aside and goes, okay, I'll let you carry him.
And you're a priest of who exactly? Did he say you were?
Priest? No. Medical man.
Healer.
Maybe he's talking about he likes to play with heels on shoes.
How old's this? So is it what? Is it a kid? The one.
The girl Cassinthe is 11-ish looking. Yes. You putting him on the bed?
Yeah, I'll.
Put him on the bed.
Okay, kid. Just just make sure everything up there's all right. For a second, I'll pick up the guy that was having his head bounced off the flagstones. I'm going to glance at Tatui. I'm going to carry this guy down. Is the healer guy following?
Yeah.
The second I have gently laid this guy down on the bed, I'm going to spin round and grab him by the throat with one hand.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to use one of my amber vials on him.
Amber vials? What do the amber vials do?
Plus 40 healing roll.
Oh, you're going to do it. You're going to do some healing on the guy and the thing. Okay, so you got to do a healing roll then, yeah.
Which is unskilled, right?
Yes.
But I get
you could always call out for Tendril, but he might take a while to get here.
But I have a +4, so...
You just do the +4 and then roll unskilled healing. So / unskilled, / healing, roll healing, and it'll do it.
One word or 2 words?
Can you see that?
+4.
Yeah. You just the dice rolls are in your favour today, ain't they? Yeah.
Well, I didn't need the amber vial, did I?
No, you didn't. That was a success without it. That's like a raise. Yeah. The keys is like, yeah.
I just, from common knowledge, I know you got get some smelling salts or something. Are you choking him out? I'm like healing him, looking him
Yeah,
up.
I'm just trying to. Oh, well, I'm trying to just silence the guy who's.
Yeah, well, he's packing his pants and you can smell maybe the smell of something like he's followed through. You're enormous. Yeah, he's just like a wimpy, grumpy healer.
No,
Yeah.
my friend.
Well, it looks like your friend's taking care of him. I'm off then. See you later, mongrel.
I hope you didn't pay that asshole.
Trying to let the little girl not see this, but if you're supposed to be a healer, I don't know what I am. Maybe I'm deaf. I'm just gonna like bring him like real close, like noses touching almost. She doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this. What the hell's going on?
I was just trying to heal him. He fell down the stairs.
You dragged him
Well,
down
you
the
know,
stairs.
I just thought that I was gonna dip him in some
All
water.
right, shut up. And I'm just gonna grab him with my other hand, picking up and slam him against the wall. I've been a bouncer for many years of my life, and you do not help people by dragging them headfirst down the stairs. I don't have a lot of medical knowledge, but tell me I'm wrong, and then I'll just pull him back in and then go face to face with him.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to go back and get some training.
No, your feet aren't touching the floor right now. Where the hell do you think you're going?
Well, when you let me go, I'm going to go back to talk to my tutors and tell them that they're not very good at teaching.
Okay.
Wait, I'm going to ask him real quick. It's funny you say he fell down the stairs. You were dragging him down the stairs.
They called me, his daughter called me to say he fell from the tower and needed healing.
Okay.
So they
It's like,
called me,
fell
I
down the
came
stairs.
here, and I was trying to revive him by giving him a shock to his system. Because apparently that works. That's like, same as bloodletting always works. And drowning people in water cures insanity. Everyone knows that.
Do you want to try that again?
Just open the door, throw him out, and shut it.
No. I want you to think about this. Like, the next answer that comes out of your mouth doesn't depend on your face going through that wall. And I'm going to point at the wall on the other side of the road. Now, try again.
Do you want me to
He pooped
try?
I think he pooped himself.
I want you to try to tell the truth.
About?
About what you were doing.
I was trying to revive him. He was unconscious.
Are you incompetent or stupid?
I don't know anymore. Not fair. They asked me to heal him and I come to him and then you beat me up.
I think he's pissing on your shoes.
You dragged him by his head down the stairs. I know if I want to hurt someone, I drag him down the stairs head first.
He was unconscious. I was trying to shock him into waking up.
No, we could try it with him. Just drag him down the stairs, let his head bounce around.
I'm not unconscious.
You will.
For now.
Shut up.
Shutting up.
Kick him out. It's a waste. Kick him out.
No.
Anywho, I turn to the other people. So, should be okay. So tell me what happened. How'd you find him?
How'd you find who?
Whoever found him.
His daughter lives with him. And Mongrel stays with him as well. Mongrel is teaching Cassynth to be a thief.
Oh, what a noble cause.
Yeah, because he works for the he works for the Thieves Guild, and Cassynth works for the Thieves Guild as well. Aurelia's his daughter. So yeah, basically he's the messenger birds for the Thieves Guild, other guilds. So while you're sitting there talking, and while Drakard is scaring the shit out of the healer, Cassynth wakes up and goes, "Oh, there's been strange stuff I've seen today from up on that tower."
Oh, do tell.
Well, all my birds are dying. I've seen people just dying all over town. I saw one guy just drop dead when he was sitting in his chair. I see another guy walking along the route he's done 50 times and tripping over like a banana skin and breaking his neck and dying. I've seen black smoke all over this part of the city.
How are your birds dying?
I don't know, they just seem to be just coming up and they're just dropping dead.
So we think death is on a rampage. And we've been told that somebody called the Burning Man. Something to do with
the rumours of him have been rampant recently. Everyone's going on about the Burned Man because he defeated Death long ago. Death is after him. Can't get him. Maybe Death's on a rampage to try and.
Yeah, we think so too, because he's pissed off. So we're trying to find this Burned Man. So tell me about these rumors.
Not really, Burned Man's rumor. It's not real.
Rumors have some truth to them.
It's like Sandman or ghosts.
No, try me.
Well, I don't deal in rumours. I deal in facts. I'm telling you, I see people dying, and I'm telling you what I've heard.
Okay, any pattern? You said it was this side of town. Is it just this side of town?
Well, that's as far as you can see in that tower he's got. The Avery Tower is quite tall, so you can see all around.
When did this start?
Well, this morning, pretty much, yeah. But I mean, it's been going on for a few weeks now. Just lots of people dying. I mean, people die all the time in Lankhmar. It's murder haven, but more than usual. And then I see this smog, black smog, coming up over the city. That seems to be involved as well. Could just be one of many thousands of smogs that are in this city. Now I need to rest because I've fallen from my tower and I hurt myself badly. But thank you for waking me up. I don't know what these bruises on my head are. I didn't hit my head.
Yeah, this guy that my buddy here's choking. Yeah, he like dragging you down the stairs by your feet and bounce your head off the steps there.
Oh no, not him. He's like the worst healer in the whole city. He thinks that opening up veins is going to cure you of diseases.
So why would they call him?
Probably the only one available.
Well, the only place left is the band of outsiders at the butcher's place.
Which we think we know who that is, but
It's the only place left to ask any questions.
well, we either got to ask a god or
Yeah, well, we'll figure that one out next week, shan't we?
yeah.
I'm going to leave you here at the aviary, okay?
Okay, we're here at the ovaries, where the eggs are. Uh-huh.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Yay. Okay. Yay, mysteries.
Sweet.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, good
Mysteries afoot.
fun. I enjoyed that. It was good fun.
Good.
You just want to torture the poor guy. It's like
No,
He's an idiot. I mean, the guy
I-
is an idiot, but you just
to
Drakkar
be
knows
fair-
that banging people on the head isn't going to heal them. of anything.
yeah, I like part of my character was I've been a bouncer, so it's like I know throwing people downstairs doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, it does work depending on the.
It doesn't
outcome
work
you
to
find.
make people better, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's one of them healers who thinks that if you get someone who's insane and drown them for 5 minutes, it's going to make them better.
What I assumed was there was a heavy and a healer. What I actually thought going into that was, when they're just trying to like pacify that they don't, they're kind of hired hands, so they don't really want to traumatize the little girl too much.
Yeah, it took me a minute to go.
So
that-
they're just like, okay, we're healing him. This is going to help him. And it was just like, no, there's actually some other motive here, but apparently not.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, they fell down the stairs, but then they're dragging him down the stairs. I was sitting there going, wait a minute. Did he
I know
fell down the stairs?
he fell
and they
down
took
was
him
from
back up
he
to the
fell
top of the
down
stairs.
he fell down the ladder from the upper floor.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
what I
was
thought
like,
that he was going to be like, oh no, we're healing him, bang, 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 But no. Yeah,
kind of
I
like the
have this
airplane
horrible.
when they keep slapping the person who's crazy.
We have this horrible feeling we're either going to try to need to speak to the god of death, or someone else. We probably need to do.
Is that like that scene in it's gonna be like, oh, what do you call it? Constantine, where they had to like put him in the bathtub and like drown him, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, well, that's probably what that healer was going to try and do. Yeah.
Or we try and just find out what the fuck's going on with this fire family.
Two beans. All right, I'm out.
Okay.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yep.
Good
I'm
night.
off.
See you later.
I'm off.
Good night.
Guys, good night.
Ba-ba-da-ba.